Well, welcome to the elementary instrumental music program. We've put this together so that you can have a lot more information regarding the music program here in Temple City, grades 4 through 6. My name is Jack Taylor, and I teach all the orchestras, the beginning, the intermediate, and the advanced orchestra.
My name is Kyle Smith, and I teach all of the bands, beginning and advanced band. First, a quick note that this meeting is mainly designed for our beginning families, the students who have never played an instrument before. If you are in advanced band or orchestra or intermediate band or orchestra, you guys are welcome to go ahead and sign up already. Signups are live on our website right now at www.oakavmusic.net, and you can sign up right away. Again, this video is for our beginning families.
All right, yes, so this music program, the elementary instrumental music program, is open to all 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, and our beginning programs are designed for students who've never played the instrument before. So we're going to teach you how to play the instrument from the very beginning, how to open the case and the whole bit. So Mr. Smith teaches the band instruments, and that would be flute, clarinet, alto sax, trumpet, or trombone. I, Mr. Taylor, teach the orchestra instruments, and that would be the violin, the viola, or the cello.
So a quick note about all of our safety protocols. We will be following all of the CDC and LA Department of Public Health protocols. First, a quick note for the orchestras. All orchestra rehearsals will be inside, but the students will be socially distanced, and they will be wearing their masks the entire time. For the bands, all band classes right now will be taking place outside. Students will keep their masks on at all times, and they will only remove them when they are playing. By the way, we're also working with all of our principals right now to make sure that we can find spaces outside that are going to be out of the elements, out of the sun, or any rain or anything like that. Just like with the orchestra, our students will be socially distanced again as much as we possibly can. And then each student in both programs will also have his or her own individual stand that we'll provide and their own music as well.
That's right. So what to expect? Here's what we expect of our students when they take beginning band or orchestra. We want you to be on time to any one of your lessons. They're either 30 or 45 minutes long. Your classroom teacher will know that you're going to get up and go to your lesson. You're going to get up from your classroom, pick up your instrument, and you're going to walk to your music class wherever that is on campus at the right time. You're going to be prepared with your instrument and music. Of course, if you don't bring your instrument, it's really hard to teach you, of course. So we want you to bring your instrument every time. Keep your instrument in good working order. This means you don't let little brothers, little sisters play with it. It's not a toy, sometimes parents. And you have to make sure to keep the instrument safe. If anything ever does happen to the instrument, we'd like you to tell us, because sometimes it's an easy fix that Mr. Smith and I can fix, or we can point you in the right direction to get it fixed as well. We want you to pay attention during your lesson. You only get one lesson a week. We're going to keep moving, so if you're not paying attention, you kind of don't know what's going on. So we want you to pay attention. And then finally, practice your instrument every day if you can. Now, I'm more realistic. I had 2 kids. They didn't really practice every day. But if you make a little time each day, 15, 10 minutes each day to start practicing, they'll make a habit out of it and they'll really love doing it. So I would recommend making that a habit every day to practice if you can.
Next, we're going to get into our lesson times. All of our lessons begin the week of September 13th for our beginning students. So you have a little bit of time to get an instrument if you need one. We're going to go through all the lesson times by band first and then orchestra second, and it's going to be divided up by school. So make sure you pay really close attention to when your lesson time will be. First up for band at Emperor. We have 2 beginning classes. The first beginning class is for flutes, trumpets, and trombones, and that is on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Our second lesson at Emperor is for clarinets and alto saxophones, and that lesson is also on Monday at 9:45 a.m. For our Longden students, we have 3 lessons. The first one is for all 4th graders who are taking flute, trumpet, or trombone, and that lesson is on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. All 4th graders who are taking clarinet or alto sax are on Wednesdays at 9:35 a.m. And then finally, all of our 5th and 6th grade students, no matter what instrument they're playing in beginning band, have their lesson on Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m. Finally, Cloverly. We have 4 different lessons at Cloverly. At Cloverly, all of our flute players will meet on Thursdays at 9 a.m. All of our clarinet players will meet on Thursdays at 9:45 a.m. All of our alto saxes will meet on Fridays at 9 a.m. And finally, all of our trumpets and trombones will meet on Fridays at 9:45 a.m.
All right, so for the orchestras, listen up. Here's your lesson times. We'll start with Emperor. At Emperor, the beginning violin, viola, and cello students, all beginning orchestra students, will start Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Tuesdays at 9 a.m. We also have an intermediate orchestra, and that orchestra will meet on Tuesdays at 9:45 a.m. All right, Longden players. We're going to split you up a little bit here. The beginning cellos, no matter what grade you're in, all beginning cellos are going to be Mondays at 9 a.m. Mondays at 9 a.m. All beginning violin and viola players this year at Longden are going to come on Wednesday at 9 a.m. And then the intermediate orchestra players, they're going to come on Wednesday at 9:45 a.m. All right, Cloverly, here we go. All beginning violin and viola of all grades, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all beginning violin and viola are going to come Thursdays at 9 a.m. Thursdays at 9 a.m. And then the intermediate orchestra will come Thursdays at 9:45. Then finally, our cello players at Cloverly will come on Friday at 9 a.m. That's all your lesson times for the whole district.
All right, a quick note about getting an instrument. If you don't already have an instrument, we strongly suggest that you rent an instrument if you are a beginning student. We recommend that for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can see there it says beware of online deals. It is really important with musical instruments. Really, you get what you pay for. So if you see a trumpet that looks great and it's only going to cost $100, it's not going to be a very good trumpet. And it's going to be really difficult for the students to learn on. As nice as it is to own your instrument, it's really more important when students are starting off that they really have a quality instrument. And the best way to do that for a low price is to rent from one of the dealers that we have.
If I could jump in also, I just want to say too about that. If you do get a really inexpensive instrument and you try it, 9 times out of 10, the repairman will not repair it. We've had problems with our violins. The pegs are not very good, so they don't repair them, or there's all kinds of problems. And it ends up costing you more money later to get it repaired when if you just spend a little bit more money right off the bat, you'll get a better instrument like Mr. Smith said. And if you would want to email us and ask us, you're certainly able to do that, and we'll let you know whether it's a decent instrument or not. Otherwise, you see 2 music stores on your screen right now, Bertrand's Old Town Music and Johnny Thompson Music. Both music stores know our school well and know what instruments to rent you or sell to you. So those are the music stores to go to.
You also, if you are a string player, it is also extremely important that you go to the store personally so they can size you for the instruments. All of our string instruments come in different sizes. The band instruments do not. They come in one size fits all. But string players, you can't just order a violin online because they come in different sizes. And if you get an instrument that is too big or too small, it's going to be very difficult or even impossible to play. So make sure that you go and you get sized for the instrument at a music store.
That's right. All right, so in Temple City, we like to ask for a donation for the music program. This is a one-time donation. We don't teach the kids how to sell pizzas or cookies or anything like that. We're not going to do any fundraisers. We're just going to teach music all year. But it does cost money to put the program on. Your student will get a folder. They'll use music, the book. All those things cost money. And your donations help us greatly with covering the cost of everything that we need to do in the elementary instrumental music program. If you can't donate, don't worry about it. You can still play. But if you can, a lot of our students do tend to donate to the program. So you'll get that form as well when you start to register.
Speaking of registration, registration is now open on our website, www.oakavmusic.net. Every student must be registered in order to attend beginning music classes. It's really important that you go on our website, find the links there to register for band or orchestra, fill out the form, and then you will be registered so that you can attend our classes. As Mr. Taylor said, we're going to give all of the teachers a list of the students who are in music so they know to expect those students will be leaving for their music lessons at their designated times. But again, it's really important that you do register for our classes.
Now, if you're a parent and you're saying, well, what can I do to help my student? You can provide a safe place for them to make bad sounds, because when they first start to play, it's not going to sound very good. So you know that you're going to have to maybe give them their room, close the door, let them practice. And then don't worry, they're going to get better and better, and pretty soon you're going to want to open that door. Make sure you always encourage them. It's our job to try to make them better. It's your job to just encourage them and tell them they sound great, even if they don't yet. So make sure you always do that. And then when and if we can still have concerts, show up to the concerts and support them that way. That's going to be really great.
All right. So finally, if you have any questions, you can find a lot of information on our website as well as the registration, www.oakavmusic.net. You can also email myself or Mr. Taylor if you have any questions specific for band or orchestra. We're happy to answer those as well.
So I hope this was helpful. All you fourth graders, this is the year you've been waiting for. You can finally start an instrument. We can do it safely, and we're back on campus. And so we're really happy about that. So sign up for music today. Go ahead and register. Go to our website and register. We look forward to seeing you and your first lessons the week of the 13th with an instrument. Now, don't forget, bring an instrument to your lesson. What if you can't bring an instrument that lesson? That's okay. Come to your lesson anyway without an instrument that first lesson, and we'll help you out. So Mr. Smith and I look forward to seeing you at your first lesson, and we're so glad you chose elementary instrumental music. Bye.